I wanted to lead off right from the thumbnail. Not many people do that, and if you were wondering, I did mount the phone and have the shower on just to get that picture in hopes that you might click on the video, so thanks for being here. Let's talk about doing laundry when you travel. This is a portable traveling laundry machine. It has clothes in it. I was testing it. You don't need to use it in the shower. It plugs in and it twists and it washes all your clothes up. It collapses down flat, so you could travel with this, but the product's not that great and it really doesn't wash the clothes very well. There are a few other options, like doing your laundry in the shower or a laundromat or doing your laundry in the sink, and proper ways to dry it and all the things you need to bring. Now let's get out of here. If we're going to talk about travel and laundry, we have to start here with your packing game. Doing laundry while you travel gives you the ability to pack less. But if you're going to pack less, you need to focus on the quality of your threads. You want to avoid cotton at all costs. It holds moisture, wrinkles easily, and holds on to smells. You see, the gold standard when it comes to packing are merino wool products. They don't hold smells, they dry easily. The biggest problem is a 3-pack of t-shirts can cost you $245. And if your tank is just not that full, no judgment, mine either. So from my research, the next best option will be synthetic blends. The only problem with synthetic blends is they tend to hold smell a little bit more. They do dry very quickly and are more cost effective. But the biggest problem with using synthetic fibers is that they are far less sustainable, consuming 342 million barrels of oil and releasing 8 million tons of plastic into the ocean every year in the form of microplastics. I certainly don't want to be a part of that. But if you have a go-to travel shirt that you always love to wear and pack, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. As a side quest, I will also be trying to refer to underwear in as many different ways as possible throughout this video. The first laundry solution we are going to talk about while traveling is a laundry service. Now, if you buy organic eggs and you have a summer home, you can probably afford a laundry service. Or if you are traveling in parts of Asia or South America, you can have your delicates washed, dried, folded, and delivered back to you for a very small amount of money. But if you like manual labor, getting your hands wet, and being in charge of your own undergarments, well, I'm not quite sure who would enjoy that, but it is really helpful to have a travel laundry setup. Let's start with a place to store your dirty clothes while you're traveling. A plastic Ziploc bag. This will be your cheapest and most cost-effective solution. Next, we have a self-compression bag. This can be great to pack dirty clothes in and then bring home to do the laundry, but it is a bit bulky to pack and does not serve a dual purpose. Next up is a packing cube by Tripped Travel Gear. It is simple and effective, a great place to store dirty laundry while you're traveling. Next, we have a packing cube from Wandered. This packing cube actually has a spot in the back for dirty laundry, so it serves as a dual purpose item. Clean clothes on one side, dirty clothes on the other. This last item is the winner for us. It is a dry bag from Sea to Summit. It serves two purposes. We store our dirty clothes in there, and then when we're ready to wash our dirty clothes, we use the bag to wash them in. Now, let's talk detergent. We have our wet side and our dry side. Let's start with the wet options. There is bound to be some hand soap in your hotel or Airbnb. If you really don't care or you're in a bind, you can always use this to wash your clothes. Single-use detergent packets are available from an array of different companies. We like these from Soak because you do not have to do a rinse cycle with your clothes. You can just soak them. They do that by using AI technology to communicate with the fibers in. There's really no AI in the detergent. That was a joke. We don't need more AI. We need more real people doing real things, like people hitting the subscribe button to fill up other people's hearts. So here's your opportunity, or the like. Either one, both are great. We like these because they're simple and convenient, but single-use products tend to be a bit more expensive. Next up, we have Dr. Bromer's soap. This can be used for an array of different things, washing your body or washing your clothes. I would pair this with a small sealable container that you can put the Dr. Bromer's inside because carry on only. This is a laundry detergent concentrate. Just like Dr. Bromer's, a concentrate is what you want to look for because a little bit goes a long way. Moving on to the dry options. First up, a laundry detergent sheet. These are very small, easily packable, and are available from a wide array of companies. We like this one from Sea to Summit because it comes with 50 small little laundry detergent sheets in a nice sealable container. A laundry kit would not be complete without a stain stick. We like this one from Tide. You could also travel with a Dr. Bromer's bar. This will enable you to wash your body or wash your clothes. You can cut this down or shave small pieces off it to do your laundry. Last but not least, we have a sponge that we have cut up and then added Dr. Bromer's liquid to. It is on the dry side because we have let these dry out overnight. We love using these to wash dishes or throw in our wet dry bag while we're doing laundry. Now, let's get to the super fun part and do some sink laundry. Once you have cleaned and rinsed out the sink, we're gonna go with a pair of shreddies, synthetic athletic shirt, a pair of shreddies, and a pair of shorts. Fill it up with the clothes in there, getting them wet. That step is complete. You can add a little bit of your detergent of your choice. After a quick massaging of the clothes, I let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I will take each garment individually and do a little agitation with that garment. As I fill up the water, I will rinse each piece of clothing separately. You can see after one wash and rinse cycle, the water is already much cleaner and clearer. From here, what I would usually do is let it soak for another 5 minutes and then squeeze each piece of clothing. We want to try to avoid any type of wringing with the clothes. That damages the fibers, and if you have your knickers, panties, it doesn't make too big of a difference, but if you start to wring out that shirt, it's going to create wrinkles and then damage the clothing. Once you have finished your rinse and squeeze cycle with your laundry, I have a good tip when it comes to drying. But before we get to the drying tip, if you want to be really risky and resourceful, kind of like MacGyver, you can use the things around you in your environment to try to dry your skivvies. But usually that is not the most ideal way to make sure your undergarments are ready for the next morning. This next piece is important if you want dry clothes. It's called the burrito method because it's fun to name things after burritos. Chipotle, calories. What you're gonna do is lay out a piece of clothing, wrap it up in the towel, and then gently press and squeeze. It's going to extrapolate the moisture. Now you have two options here. You can take about 5 minutes, press into the clothes, try to get as much moisture out as possible, or you can leave them in here 30 minutes, an hour, some people even say overnight, and use this as your drying method. An important piece to your travel laundry setup is going to be a clothesline. You can get ones like this from Sea to Summit that pack up really nicely in this pack, have multiple attachment points, and are very easy for travel. We like this elastic braided one that we got off Amazon. Super simple, very easy, and the fact that it is braided lets us squeeze our delicates in wherever we would like. If you don't want your underdacks touching the sink, or you don't even want to spend time cleaning it out, you should travel with a dry bag. Pair it with a dried out sponge with Dr. Bromer's on it. This will act as a little agitation agent in your bag. Unfold bag, put in dry soap sponge. Throw in your socks, fill bag with water. Roll this over, shake it, turn it over, move it around, and then let it sit for that 10 to 15 minutes so the detergent and soap can do its job. And perform your rinse cycle. Once your rinse cycle is complete, remove them for one more good squeeze, burrito method, and then hang. There are also some internet online people saying that you should wash your clothes in the shower. So is it while you're wearing your clothes? A little scrubby dub, and I'm all lathered up. This cannot be right. If you're a wash your clothes in the shower person, please fill me in. Let's finish it up where we started. Even if this angle is completely unflattering for my massive forehead and receding hairline that seems to get worse every single day, I want to end it with what we use for our travel laundry setup. We pack our Sea to Summit bag with our detergent sheets, a stain stick, homemade Dr. Bromer's agitation agents, and a braided elastic clothesline. This is our laundry setup. But if you've watched a grown man talk about laundry this long, thank you. You mean more to me than you'll ever know. If you enjoyed this video, I really think you'll like this one where I break down the top 10 Reddit travel hacks. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.